But let's remember, first of all, that pilgrimage is really meant to be both personal and communal. We are walking together, but we also are having an individual experience at the same time. A pilgrimage changes us. Um, think about a journey that you've taken, a place that you've gone to, either on foot or maybe by car, maybe you've even flown someplace, and you've intentionally been on a pilgrimage. You made that not just a vacation, but a spiritual respite, a retreat, if you will. This is what we want to try to do with you during the season of creation, September 1st through October 4th. In his Lenten message, Pope Francis writes, walking together with others, listening to them, resisting the temptation to become self-absorbed and to think only of our needs. This is what pilgrimages are about. So we hope you will see this as a way to ground yourself, literally and spiritually. So we are seeing both God's good gift of creation and our neglect of that creation. When you begin to think about how you're going to go about a pilgrimage in your area, think about the end. What is it that you want to see happen, or what would you like to see happen after the pilgrimage? I think that's always a good way to plan. Like, what is the outcome that we're expecting? And we're not talking about, plans and priorities here, but we're talking about what is it that you hope to see? So, for example, did you build a community of people? Did you sense that your fellow pilgrims were moved spiritually? And are they ready for more action on behalf of creation and the poor? So think about what it is you would like to see out of your efforts to have a pilgrimage in your community. What are the types of things that you would like to see? What are the outcomes? Also consider where you might go. It could be a national park if you're blessed to be near one of those, or a state park, or it could be a neighborhood park. It could be something of beauty, or it could be a place where it's clear that we have not done our job as stewards with God, of God's creation. So it could be a toxic site. It could be a coal-fired power plant. It could be a neighborhood where people definitely are suffering from pollution, from neglect, from environmental neglect. Those are also places of pilgrimage. I'm reminded of St. Francis. He was a soldier and then he became a pilgrim. And his first experience as a pilgrim was meeting a leper, and it changed his life. Those are the types of experiences that we ought to consider, as well as places of natural beauty. And St. Francis ended up in places of natural beauty, which inspired 800 years ago, the Canticle of Creation. He did a pilgrimage south into Arabia to talk to the Sultan, to build peace during the time of the Crusades. So, there are lots of ways to do pilgrimages, and they have a purpose. And the purpose should be to transform ourselves and fellow pilgrims as we go. So as you think about your pilgrimage, keep all of that in mind. This is not a stunt. It's not something to, pound our chests and say, look, we did pilgrimages. This is a time to be in union with God and in union with one another, to be better, with the outcome of being better stewards of God's creation. So let's think about that as we go.